Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news comes to us from Grosse Pointe Shores, where there's a barricaded gunman situation underway. Good to have you with us at 11. I'm Devin Skillion.
And I'm Christy McDonald in for Kimberly Gill tonight. This is happening on Briarcliff near Lakeshore Road, and Tim Pamplin is on the scene with the night cam. Tim?
The barricaded situation now going on several hours. You see another officer there in SWAT outfit. The home in the background there, the SWAT vehicle on the front lawn, make an announcement to the loudspeaker for the man inside to come out. Everything's going to be okay. They just want to talk to him. Family are concerned. No idea how this began. Again, it's Briarcliff near Lakeshore Drive. That's right near the Henry Ford estate in Grosse Pointe Shores. Right now, all residents in the area are being told to stay indoors, stay inside the home. That's the safest place right now. That is the scene right now in Grosse Pointe Shores with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, thanks so much, Tim. Our other top story is the weather, as major weather changes are coming for midweek.
Forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams tracking the system. Still a little more than a day away, Kim.
It is. This winter storm watch was issued 48 hours in advance. I'll explain the difference between a watch and a warning coming up, but that's not unusual for the National Weather Service to do that when they are concerned about a storm. All right, 32 right now at City Airport, 31 at Metro, 28 in Pontiac, also in Mount Clemens. It's much colder tonight than it was last night. By 19 degrees in Mount Clemens, it is 17 degrees colder in the city of Detroit and 13 degrees colder in Pontiac. Now tomorrow in the morning, there could be a very light wintry mix. It should not affect your travel tomorrow morning. Temperatures will get into the upper 30s by the afternoon. It will be dry. So tomorrow, pretty much a calm day. It'll be a little bit windy in the morning, though. You will notice those winds out of the west-northwest, 15 to 25, gusting a little higher than that. But our focus then turns to this winter storm watch. It goes into effect Wednesday at noon, continues 24 hours. This is a very long storm system coming through. By noon on Thursday, things should start to quiet down. A winter storm watch is issued 12 to 72 hours away from the actual storm. Usually it's 8 inches of snow in a 12-hour period or 6 inches in a 6 to 9 hour period. However, it can be a combination of rain, freezing rain, and sleet. A warning means it's imminent. Now, this watch may become a warning as we go through the day tomorrow, but it's that rain, freezing rain, and sleet that we are most concerned about with this storm system. I'll have more on the timing of it coming up, but this is a great time for you to go and download the Forewarned Weather app because there'll be a wide difference of weather depending on where you live, from Monroe all the way up to the Thumb, anywhere from rain to heavy snow. So you want to download this app so you can put your neighborhood in and know exactly what's going to happen. Just go to your favorite app store, type in WDIV.
All right, Kim, we'll see you in a bit. Our other top story tonight, Detroit City Council is set to vote tomorrow on a land transfer deal involving the Detroit International Bridge Company.
This agreement was actually signed years ago, and it is legally binding. But protesters in Southwest Detroit are urging council to include protections for homeowners. Priya Mann, live with more here. Priya, they are worried, I guess, about, they say, losing parts of their community.
Yeah, that's right, Devin. Christie, that's one of their concerns. They're also worried that a third bridge could be built or that Riverside Park, where I'm standing now, could be impacted, as well as streets that surround the Ambassador Bridge.
We do not want this land transfer to go through without a community protections benefit agreement in place.
Activists and homeowners in Southwest Detroit protested next to the wall that separates Ambassador Bridge traffic from their neighborhood.
The concern is them taking more land. The pollution. I need my kids to have fresh air. We don't need so much traffic.
They want City Council to vote against a land transfer they say will negatively impact Riverside Park and St. Anne Street.
The concern is they're going to start blocking streets and they're going to start displacing residents. And we just need to stop it. It's been going on for years and we're just all frustrated by it.
It's got nothing to do with St. Anne. It's got nothing to do with any threats in terms of neighborhoods being upset. This is only about the park.
City Attorney Conrad Mallett says council is legally obligated to follow through on the agreement signed in 2016.
All we need to do is have one council declaration. This deal closes out, and we, in fact, keep our word as an institution. I just don't know why that's not important.
What do we want?
There's a real fear of a third bridge, their second span, to be built, and that's what community is fighting. We are tired of being ignored, of our health being seconds, and residents are truly afraid that the bridge company will continue to encroach in the neighborhood and displace people as well.
And I just really need the city council to step up, put some protections in place before this land deals go through.
Now, we did hear back from the Detroit International Bridge Company. In a statement, they say the question before council tomorrow is whether it should vote for the city to perform the agreement or it should vote for the city to breach the agreement. The city law department has opined that if the city fails to complete the transfer, the city will be in breach of the land exchange agreement. And city council set to vote on Tuesday. We will, of course, be there. Reporting live at Riverside Park, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Sure will. All right, Priya. Well, today, students at Michigan State University return to classes for the first time in a week.
It comes 1 week after a gunman opened fire, killing 3, injuring 5. Tonight, memorials still grow, but today there were signs of hope as the campus community came together, giving hugs, offering smiles, and welcoming students back home. Meantime, Sky 4 flew over this crowd in Lansing as hundreds of students marched on the state capitol today, demanding new laws to fight gun violence.
Friends and family will say their final goodbyes tomorrow to Ariel Anderson, the Harper Woods 19-year-old who was killed in the shooting. Funeral service being held tomorrow at 11 at Zion Hope Baptist Church in Detroit. Over the weekend, funeral services were held for both Brian Frazier and Alex Verner. Meantime, a vigil tonight at Wayne County Community College District's Northwest campus to honor the victims in the shooting. There was a moment of silence at 8:18 p.m., the time at which the first 911 call was received last Monday night.
Tonight, we are learning that vandals have targeted Hamtramck's Bangladeshi American community yet again. This time, going after a mural of the country's founding father. And this latest incident comes months after a sign welcoming people to their community was also defaced. Our Pamela Osborne joins us live from the 11th Precinct. And Pamela, community really hopes to find out some answers into who did this.
They do, and that mural was located in a place where people could come and have a moment and reflect. Now it is boarded up, and that gate surrounding it is locked as community members wait to find out who is responsible.
We really are shocked. We are in pain. We are in suffering.
This round of suffering is a result of this.
If you look at this, it's cemented. This place has been hammered down. It was broken.
Beneath that layer of cement is the man who founded the country of Bangladesh. For the 100,000 or so Bangladeshi Americans living in and around Hamtramck, he is hugely important.
Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he led the liberation war, and he was compared with Mahatma Gandhi. He is compared with Nelson Mandela, as well as the time when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
To Dr. Mohammed Alam, president of the Bango Bandhu Parishad USA, what's happened to this ceramic portrait of their founding father feels like a hate crime.
Been vandalized, been actually just destroyed. We cannot take this.
This isn't the only incident. Back in November, the Welcome to Banglatown sign was spray painted, he says, more than once. Still, he was surprised to learn that someone targeted the mural, which is tucked away off of Conant Street between businesses and homes right at the heart of their community.
We will replace it. We will fix it.
Their message to the person or persons responsible?
Please stop. And please let us live our life in peace, harmony, and in solidarity.
And they believe that damage was done on Friday night. Dr. Alam says he came down here to the 11th Precinct to file a police report. He said he also reached out to the AG's office about this latest incident. We're following up with both, and we'll let you know just as soon as there is an update in the investigation. For now, reporting live in Detroit, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Yeah, hoping for some answers soon. Thanks so much, Pamela.
Now an update on a murder-suicide involving 2 Detroit police officers. Police say 26-year-old Matthew Ethington shot and killed 22-year-old Maria Martin and then turned the gun on himself. Their bodies were found in the Bell Creek Square condominiums near Farmington and 6 Mile in Livonia. That was yesterday. A baby was also found in the home, though the baby was safe. The officers were not on duty at the time. Police still looking into the circumstances surrounding the shooting.
A busy stretch of freeway in Detroit is now closed for the next several months. Drone 4 was up this afternoon showing you the westbound 94 ramp to the northbound lodge. Crews will be building a new barrier wall for the ongoing replacement of the Cass Avenue overpass. Well, traffic can take I-75 exit right before and then connect back to the lodge. The ramp should be reopened in late summer. All right, as you saw right here on Local 4 tonight, the Detroit Youth Choir once again in the national spotlight.
Always on point. The group taking the stage once again on America's Got Talent All-Stars. They, of course, did not disappoint.